Nothing is more important than the way you feel. And if we were standing in your physical shoes, our mantra would be, nothing is more important than that I feel good. But then we would modify that by saying, nothing is more important than that I feel good. And today, from where I stand, I'm going to do the best job I can of finding the best feeling thought that I can find from where I am. Not the best thought I've ever thought. Not the best feeling thought I've ever found. Not the best thought anybody has ever thought. Only the best feeling thought I can find from where I am. And as you care about that and you find an improved thought, you'll find another and another and another. And as you do it on one subject, you'll be able to do it on another and another and another and another. And the more you do it, subject after subject, the more you clean up your vibration until you become so expectant of good things to come to you. You know people like that, don't you? They offer a thought with calm and ease. They don't struggle about it. They don't work nearly hard enough in your estimation. And things just go their way. How can that be? Because there's no contradiction in their vibration. So then you say, okay, suppose I play your silly game and I clean up my vibration. What do I do about all of those other people that are up close to me in my life who aren't having any of it? And we say, then the world is treating them the way they vibrate and the world is treating you the way you vibrate. And you say, yes, but this person's in my world. And we say, give your attention to the most positive aspects of that person, and that's the part of that person that will be in your world. Well, where will the rest of that person go? The rest of that person will rendezvous with ornery toads at work, people who flip each other off in traffic. You get to the point where you begin to recognize that everything that comes to you is coming in response to something that you're doing. Do you know that there are diseases that are vibrational matches to fear, and there are diseases that are vibrational matches to frustration? And we got to tell you, you want this one, not this one. Do you know that there are traffic accidents that are vibrational matches to despair and total disempowerment? And there are traffic accidents that are matches to frustration. And there are traffic accidents that are matching anger. And there are the absence of traffic accidents that match appreciation. In other words, everything that comes to you matches where your average vibration is on those subjects. See how it works? Everything that comes to you is evidence of your vibration. So, the first thing we want to say to you is, if you begin to pay attention to the way you feel, you will have pre-manifestational awareness. And we want you to understand that you get to choose how close up you get to everything. And when you start moving yourself in the direction of what you want, you feel a desire to embrace the manifestations that are showing themselves to you, because each manifestation is a little better than the last. That's how you tell if you're going in the right direction. Each manifestation is a little better than the last. Good. We think you've got that. We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. Nothing is off limits. What are you wanting to talk about? Things. Begin right here. Yes? Come forward if you will.
Hi, Abraham. Thank you so much. That's it for that, Abraham. And Esther and Jerry, I just wanted to briefly say how appreciative I am, not only for the message that you channel through, but how you live. You're so inspiring as people, as individuals, as leading edge thinkers, and as a couple in relationships. It's amazing to witness and have reference, and I just so appreciate your work.
Good thing you weren't at the park with them the other day. Where's my cartridge? You've moved my cartridge.
Well, and that I appreciate as well, because you helped me through the nitty-gritty by sharing your own nitty-gritty, and I am so appreciative, and thank you so much. Okay, I've been writing your book of positive aspects for about 120 days. It's phenomenal. One of my favorite numbers that I see coming up on the clock is 1221 for a number of reasons. And so I was looking forward to that day for a long time because I love the numbers. Oh, I can't wait till 1221. Wouldn't it be nice to see what unfolds on 1221? I woke up on 1221, and I'm a surfer, and I looked out my window, and we had the record of anybody who's ever seen a Manhattan Beach waves, 20 to 30 feet. Kids were out of school, beaches were closed, cameras. I mean, I got on my beach cruiser, and I was shaking and laughing, and Abraham, right on! It was amazing. And this morning I woke up to come here, and I picked up one of my favorite people in the world, and we pulled down the corner, and there was this huge rainbow. And both of us, Abraham, all right, it's going to be great.
Nice of you to give us credit for all of your rendezvousing with all of the things you want.
Well, that's my question. How much do we really affect something that seems so big? Those waves were so big. I mean, everything in nature, like I was running on the beach, and I do sometimes, and I have this ritual when I see a pack of birds. When I'm thinking of it and really in the zone and feeling plugged in, I run by them, and my mantra is, I'm a body of light, I'm a body of light, and I watch to see if they'll just stay with me and not fly off, and they do. And I'm wondering vibrationally what that is. Are we communicating?
Yes. You are operating out of one mind, and they are wondering if you will fly off with them.
Oh, I do all the time. Another one, dolphins, when they jump out of the water and they're close, I get this electric feeling where I just feel like a light bulb. Is that their vibration? Because I know we can't create in someone else's world, but their influence seems so strong and powerful with me. I feel like they give me a jolt, and I go under and play. And what is it in their vibration that does that, and how can I do that so I'm like a dolphin for other people?
Well, that is the best way of presenting that we have heard yet. First, we want to talk about what they're doing, and we love your idea of wanting to do it too, because it's everything that we're talking about here. The most important thing that we want to say to you about the dolphin is that it is a pure positive energy being. In other words, what you feel about this dolphin, or about Esther's granddaughter Kate, or about so many of these beings that you are walking around this or swimming around this planet with, is that when someone is in the moment allowing themselves to be all that they have become. In other words, the contrast of the dolphin's life is not so much that it desires something that it is far apart from. In other words, its desires and its expectation are in sync, so its vibrational alignment is complete. Before you came forth into this physical body, relative to this vibrational crack, you were one perspective of well-being. And as you were born and you took on the perspective of the physical world where there's lack, you separated a bit. When you slumber, you come back into one vibrational signal. When you wake up, you separate a little bit. When you meditate, you can bring yourself into one vibrational signal. When you criticize, you separate. When you write a book of positive aspects, that's why it feels so wonderful, you come into alignment with who you are. And so the dolphin, for the most part, it would be rare to find one affected by conditions enough that there would be any separation in vibration. The dolphin is a constant, like your inner being is a constant. So it isn't that the dolphin did something so remarkable. It was that you in your bliss, you on your board, you in your body, you swimming in the ocean, you in your book of positive aspects, you brought yourself into vibrational alignment. So now you are two beings, the dolphin in perfect alignment with source and self, and you in perfect alignment with source and self, having a rendezvous moment. In other words, it just does not get any better than that. And so when you say, so how can I be like the dolphin? How can I be that for others? We say, you do that all the time. You are that all the time. And you say, well, then why doesn't everybody that bumps up against me feel like I felt when I bumped up against the dolphin? And we say, because they are the variable that's not in alignment. You're the dolphin. You're in alignment. don't take responsibility. We promise you the dolphins are not out there fretting over those who are not in alignment.
Right.
They just
feel
be
that.
in
Yeah,
alignment. Jerry and Esther
absolutely.
can see them from their motor coach in Malibu. They see the dolphins leaping out of the water. And Esther looks at them and she wants to say, oh, I know you're doing that for me. And then she always says, I know you're just doing that. You're doing it for you. You're doing it because that's what you do. In other words, you are this joyful being. And what Jerry and Esther are noticing is the more tuned in, tapped in, turned on they are, the more often they see the dolphins. It thrills them. The longer they're there, the better they feel, the more they look up just at the right moment. Both of them are sitting at desks working, and sometimes not looking up except for that moment when the dolphin is leaping, you see. And we say, it is your alignment that you are working on, and leave everybody else's alignment to themselves.
Excellent.
You are a magnificent dolphin.
Thank you.
Good time for a segment of refreshment. We are complete.